let go. Oh, how's everybody doing today?
Boost your revenue and drive growth with Google Ads. Reach high-value customers across the entire Google network, like search, shopping, YouTube, and more.
Okay. There's the live chat. Looks like nobody's here yet, so that's okay. I've just got to get my eggs in the boiling water here, and then I can sit down and visit. Well, there's one egg exploded. If they explode in the water, you know it's because there was a fault in the shell. Uh-oh, shit. Hope I didn't drop those too hard. It's really, really hot. It's kind of cool in the house because it was cool last night and I shut all the windows. But I put Gracie outside when I went to bring her in. Oh man, I am not going out in the sun today. I got quite sick last night from the sun on Saturday. I don't know why it delayed, but we're almost there. But I have not been doing well. But I seem to be okay now. I just got to stay out of the sun for the moment. 1, 2, and you go, and then we'll just let them. That one's not big enough. That one's too big. Oh. This will work. That one should work. That one should work. Okay. Oh. Turn that down. Oh. Hey, how's it going? I just have one more thing I have to do. And that is vinegar. Oh. Should just add a little bit of this stuff. That should be plenty. All right. Hi, how's it going? Oh, I forgot my top for my laptop. Oh. Yeah, this here was hell all night long because every time you move, it rubs. Oh. Oh. So what I'm doing today is, well, let me say hi. Let me say hi to Annette Graff, Sue Shell, Carol Renigler, Carol Benjamin, Grizzly Girl, Joe Mama, hi baby, I got your letter, I'll respond later. Kathy Ponder, hi sweetheart. Lena K, Mom's Homestead, Susan Fang, Sybil, hi Laurie. Tender Rose, Tony Nicole, True Irish Angel, and Yellow Bird. Okay, let's go back to the live chat. Hang on. To the live chat. There we go. And then let's make it big. There we go. Okay, now. There. Hey, Lori. Yeah, I got all the windows closed. There, you would think that you would want all the windows open. Oh, let me turn the chat off here. But the house was cool when I got up, and when I went out to put Gracie out, I could feel it was like I got hit by heat. So first things first, what I'm doing here is I'm ironing fabric because I have been quilting, and there's all kinds of bits and pieces like this in my aunt's leftover fabrics kind of thing. My Aunt Jane, God rest her soul, her daughter Marilyn sent these to me. So I'm just ironing out the fabric so that I can, use the bits and pieces. No, I don't have air conditioning. I can't do I could do air conditioning. Like we used to have it. Oh my goodness. Which way is that going to rip? But the problem is if I'm in air conditioning for too long, my legs will swell up, and I will, my blood pressure will go up. I don't know why, but air conditioning acts funny on me. So I can take it, like if we're at the track and it's really hot, when we're done for the day, we'll put the air conditioning on, we'll run the generator, we'll put the air conditioning on until we're ready to go to bed. And then we shut off the air conditioner, open all the windows, and then put my box fan up, because now that we have the power stations, my brain is foggy today, and I honestly think I'm in a fibro flare. It's not as bad now, but I've got the fog. It took me 15 minutes to remember the word hologram today. It scares you when you can't remember a simple word. It's 85 and climbing in New York. Oh no. So, hi Lena K, Joan Leach, Jennifer. Hey Seashell, Shelly. See, my aunt never threw away scraps either. So when the house is, let's see if I can do it here. When the house is cool when I get up, I leave all the windows closed. It may feel a bit stuffy in here for me, and it's not. But while I'm boiling eggs and ironing, I want it to remain cool. If I open the windows, all the heat's going to come in. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until the sun is over there, and then I can open the front window. My pears have red cheeks on them this year. They're only this big, but they got a brilliant, like almost a brilliant red cheek. And I've never had that happen before. I'm wondering if this is going to be the year that I don't have to fight with my pears for sweetness. Hey, Kim. Hey, Renita. How's it going? 107 all this week. Oh, that's New Mexico, right? New Mexico or Arizona, Nevada. I'm just ironing these scraps, and then I'm going to iron my blocks. I don't need to iron this. It's already quite in a nice square. I bought all these strips to make Briar a quilt because he wanted green, purple, and orange. And I said, why? And he said, because I know you can make it beautiful even with the weirdest of colors. And I never got to it. So these are the perfect size. These 2-inch strips are actually the perfect size for cutting out the petals to the star. So, hey, Dottie Mae. Oh, what am I up to? Okay. Sorry. I am, get a little bit closer here. Get a little bit closer here. I don't know if this is gonna do this for me or not. Can you see that okay? There we go. So, I'm not even gonna iron that out. I just want a piece of this. These are fabrics for my Aunt Jane. Hey, Phoebe. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta bring a fan out, guys. I'll be right back. Just my fan from the bedroom. Oh! Hang on. Oh. I don't want it too high, so I'm just going to put it on the floor here. Because if I put it too high, it'll blow my fabric away. Oh. Oi. All right. Oh. Now, in a minute, I'm going to iron out some of my squares or my blocks. I have a feeling I'll be soon putting these quilt pieces away for a while again. But I'm going to show you what's going on. I do want to iron this. I have been working on this, and I've got quite a bit done, actually. All right, let's move my tea. Let's move this fabric. Let's fold this out. Hey, Patricia Carson. Here's Johnny. Where have you been? Hey, Catsy. Tender Rose. Okay. I have a small ironing board, but it would have been too small for this, and I can't find it. And I also have a large ironing board, but it's downstairs. Oh, I can't see the screen. After my lunch, I'm cutting the green hex to finish my quilt top. Oh, good for you. Don't you fold under on me. Oh. Okay, let's move it up a bit. Hey, Roy. Yeah, I know. We're supposed to, it's starting here, so it's heading your way. Because it's really, really hot today. Really hot. And I have no swimming pool. And the river's going to be way too cold. Hey, how's it going? Hi, Jackie. It's been chilly here, but it's not now. It is hot today. And I can't get out in the garden because it's sunny, and I can't go out in the sun for a day or two because of how sick I was last night from the weekend. Hey, D Dobble. It has been a while. Well, wait till you see the other side of it. This is just the back. And then I've got to iron out all the little blocks I've been working on while watching TV at night. Has anybody seen that show Sweet Tooth on Netflix? Where a great sickness comes about? Oh, okay. This is the front. And I'm quite proud of this. When this is done, I will be able to say to myself, you are a good quilter. This was my personal challenge from when I first made Arthur his first quilt out of his receiving blankets. I bought this book off of, oh, what was it called? Some book club. And I remember thinking, if I ever can make this pattern and get it quilted into a quilt, then I will feel like I know what I'm doing. It is going to be pretty. And here, I'm telling you, there's fabrics here. Someone said Gemma stamps their fabrics. Now, I looked up Gemma, and they seem to be a... Gemma Fabrics is a place that actually finds and sells antique fabrics, I think. But this is seed fabric. Okay, let's just... And now I can fold this up loosely. Just loosely. And drop it here with the other fabrics. And now, oh, don't drop it too roughly, Bev. You're going to wreck the folds you just did. Now here are the ones I've been working on, not all of them, but here are the ones I've been working on at night while I watch TV. And a lot of these fabrics that are going into this are fabrics that I have saved from all of my quilts that I've made over the years, except for Arthur's baby quilt, which never came back. This is so funny. I had a bunch of these, but the tops were cut off, so I found something similar. Problem is then after I did this, I found the 2 extra pieces. But they're easier to work with if you can iron them out. And so that's what I've been planning on doing, is ironing these out. Anybody can quilt, sweetheart. Anybody can quilt. It just takes, patience. And a lot of people do not have patience anymore. This kind of thing is really hard to sew on a machine. Okay? So that's why this is something, because like I said, my Aunt Jane told me, never try the grandmother's flower garden, it'll break your heart. Well, she tried to do it with a machine, and without paper piecing, right? So, how hot are you? You're really hot. Let's move you down a bit. Turn you down if that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I can't read the things on here. No, I don't make clothes, Chanel. I don't. Making clothes, I used to when the kids were small. I would knit them sweaters, socks, hats, mitts, toys. I would sew them PJs and quilts. But as for clothing, no. Never really got into making clothing. I did in high school for home ec, but it was never really something I wanted to get into. What I am is a color junkie. I remember once going to the fabric store and buying 4 different colors of gingham just because I thought they were beautiful. And then this was just before I started quilting. And then I realized, I made them into a pair of shorts. One color on the front, like one color here, one color here, one color on the back, and one color on the back. But it's then that I realized I'm just a color and fabric junkie. And I made a skirt and home ec and stuff like that. But I'm really more into color. And what is a better way to work with fabric and color than to make a quilt, right? So, see, I've already started putting pieces in here to start my next row. Now, in the book that I saw this, they said the only thing they didn't like was the one black block. Well, I have lots of black blocks in here, and I honestly think that it pops color more when you surround it with black and white, right? It makes the color pop more. Besides, I got a thing for polka dots. You know what I mean? Hi, Pam. How's it going? Pam Robinson, Pamela, Michelle Jones. Oh my goodness. So this is kind of your video, guys, because I don't know if you want me to make. I'm making steak tonight. Steak and home fried potatoes. Oh, look at the little bits of rust from an old pin stuck through the fabric. Look at the rust. Make sure, can you see those tiny, tiny black dots in the middle of each petal? They're not black, they're red. That's rust. So be careful when you make your things up. Like I'll cut 6 of these. I'll show you in a minute. I will cut 6 of these, and then I'll pin them together and put them in a little bag. Hey, Pam. A lot of Pams today. Remember me, I did this again. Remember me saying I wish I had enough for these? And then I found these and went, oh, okay. And so I gave it an extra one here, thinking I was out of these. And then again, I found that. But at least they're all the same color shade. So, and besides, quilts are not supposed to be perfect. It's what shows that, that they're real and that they're authentic is when, you leave your mistakes in place. Tender Rose, trying to finish a 3-generation quilt. Hubby's grandmother. Well, that's what I'm doing for Bubba. I've got fabric from my dad, fabric from my Aunt Jane. I still have to get I got fabric from Breyer, which I actually have to do, but that's for Bubba's quilt. And that's, I'm going to be working on that over the next year or so while he grows. Arthur's grandmother gave him a quilt when he was 1 year old, his grandmother out in New Brunswick. And he loved it, but destroyed it. So Bubba's not getting one till he's older. Until he's older. Hey, Linda, how's it going? How's Matt doing? You know, there's the girly girl in me, guys. I love that fabric. Okay. And this was the last one I did last night before I packed it in to go to bed. I wasn't feeling well. I had to take anti-nauseants last night. Okay. Let's shut you. How do we shut you off? Did we shut you off like that? I think that's how it gets shut off. We'll see in a minute. Oh, I can show you how I cut my blocks or my pieces like this. So that's why I'm puttering. I gotta check my eggs. I'll be right back. Oh! Oh! Alright, they're still boiling. They need another 10 minutes, I think. Oh. I'm coming, folks. I'm moving real slow today. All right, now. Oh, I'm gonna cut me up some blocks or some pieces. Oh. Yeah, I know, Lacey Black. Hey, Kira Banks. Hi, Lacey Black. Yeah, it's supposed to be hot all this week. Okay, now let's set this stuff aside. Ooh, there's my sewing needle. Don't want you. All right. I use 1. Hey, Buffalo, how's it going? I'll have to get Howie to water the celery tonight when he gets home. Okay, you have a tear down both ends. So we want this folded so that we can get 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, and then we take that and we fold it in half. Now I have 1 piece. Please tell me you're in here. I have 1 piece. There it is. I use this piece so that I don't get different sizes all the time. This is an old piece, which means it's ready for it's the size that everything is supposed to be. Okay? I could do this with a rotary cutter, but the truth is it's easier to make a mistake with rotary cutters than it is with scissors. You have to be a lot more careful. And I'm cutting right along the edge, but not trimming this. You do not want to trim it because then you change the size, right? That goes on the floor because I will be sweeping after this. And there is the petals of one star right there. You're at work, working on drawings for a New York public health lab. Really? Oh, you shouldn't have been in there. That iron's probably still hot. Michigan is a humid mess. Yeah, that's us next. I got little ones float, you know, odd ones. That's got 1, 2, 3, 4. That one only has 5. So these are all odds. Odds. See, and I found a whole other thing of those polka dots. Ooh, I shouldn't do that with that plastic pin in there. Okay, so let's get these back in here. Now, if anybody wants a hexagon template, paper template, I can make them for you with those plastic templates I have. And I could mail them to you. But that's, like, I could photocopy them, but you would have to photocopy them. Like, I could send you a sheet and you could take it to the library, or you could put it on your computer and you could photocopy. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut some more yellow. Damn. You could photocopy the, you could photocopy the page to how many you need. Those are odds. Oh my gosh. If you Google care credit, it's technically for humans, but you can use it for animals, which is the only reason I have it. What are we talking about? Odd bits. How many are in here? 2, 4, 6. Okay, we'll put a pin in you. Hey, Dixie Meyer, how's it going? My dog's butts, Bev. What are we talking? Oh, you're talking about your dog's arses. Okay. All right, let's put those in there. This is, I think, ready to be cut. Those in there, and I have to get some yellow fabric out to cut more of the big ones. But for now, I want to cut some of these. Bring your spoon for what? Well, they would, but I don't want to mess up the pattern by making too many that are just odds, you know what I mean? Okay, how are we going to do this? Let's do it this way. I try to do my best to get the most of every fabric scrap. So let's see. Let me do it this. And then like this. If you got a short one, always put that one on the top so you know exactly. Let me see if that short one's even going to work. It's just going to work. Okay, so let's get this other one out here and cut this square off. And this will be 6. And we'll bring them all the way up to the edge like this. And I get a pin. Which peach color block? And then we take this little guy and we make sure that he or it fits around all the edges of the fabric. So when I get Bubba's quilt made, there's going to be fabric from Nan, who is his great-grandmother. There's going to be fabric from Arthur's grandmother in New Brunswick. Also, or Bubba's biological great-grandmother. There's going to be fabric in here from my grandmother. Okay? Feed sack fabrics I got from my Aunt Jane. That were hers and her mother's. Okay, so here we go. Just give this a little shoot like that. Put that pin in it, and away we go. My sunburn is really bad. I sacrificed a leaf of aloe vera, which I'll be putting on again. Okay, you are no longer... Okay. Oh yeah, this one I want. This fabric... Here, I gotta move that so I don't miss the chat. They are called stars. This quilt is called the Texas Star, and someone said, well, the Texas Star only has 5 points. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't name the quilt. That's what it was named in the book. This fabric, I used to make a wedding quilt for mine and Howard's niece, Tara. I made a fan quilt. I think that's the only quilt I don't have pictures of. And it was all done in these purples and blues, and the back was, the backing on that quilt was this watermelon fabric. Can you see that? It's weird, but I have a memory for fabrics. So... I had a lot of this fabric, and I've used it in so many quilts. So technically, because I used this, used this in a wedding quilt for my niece Tara. Technically, cousin Tara's in this quilt too, isn't she? You notice the blueberry fabric. That fabric was bought for my nephew's quilt. Oh my God, close to 20 years ago. Close to 20 years ago, when they got married in here, and then they got remarried again in Australia. But I got it to them for their first anniversary. Oh, here we go. I got to get all these quilts finished before my hands completely give out on me. Hey, Wanda! Carrie Ramsey! Okay. Made a fan top for my oldest. I have to quilt it. That's not an easy thing to do because you gotta sew on curves. And I'm pretty sure I'll never do that one again. But I do have pieces that my Aunt Jane did. I shouldn't have ironed it that way. One. I might be able to get 2 sets out of this. No, there's 3, and then we fold it again. There you are, my little baby. There you are, just like that. Oh, well, thank you, Carrie. I think they're boring as paint, but when I gotta get something done, I gotta get something done, you know? And there's really not much I can do. I have to stay as cool and hydrated as possible. I didn't get heat stroke on Saturday, but I got a touch of sunstroke because I was out in the sun straight for 3 hours. And it was, you know, I didn't have sunglasses on. I didn't have a hat on. You know what I mean? So, very carefully, don't cut the white fabric. Well, I'm glad they're relaxing to you. I'm sorry that I can't keep up a running topic of conversation because I really do focus on what I'm doing here. So when I do these, I'm gonna go and look for some yellow. I don't know if Nan made it home safe. Karen wrote me down her phone number, and it's still the wrong number. It goes to somebody like called Joan. So I sent them, and Mom's cell phone was shut off. So I sent them a message on their home phone saying, Karen, please phone me from your cell so I have your actual number. But I haven't heard from them. And so we're probably, you know, that's one of the oddities of, you know, my mother-in-law. You know, you ask her to do something or tell her to do something. If she thinks she's being told what to do, she'll just do the absolute opposite. But that's okay. 85 years old. She's got, you know, her life is her life. You know, she wants it the way she wants it. I'll be right back. I have to get some yellow fabric. Oh, my legs. Oh. Well, I'm going to have to go through my fabric in my closet because I can't find any more yellow. But I found some other fabrics I like. Gracie's asleep on the couch. This is one of my favorites. I just love the vibrant colors in this. Here again are strips that Briar wanted me to make into his green and purple quilt. So, let's just, how many are there? How many layers do I have? 4. Okay, let's iron this. Okay. See if I can get this folded into 3. I have a very measuring eye, folks. Whoops. There we go. This will be 2 of them. This will be 12 pieces. I'm starting to really sweat. If you notice the writing on my scissors, I have scissors all over my house, but these ones have writing on them so that nobody ever touches these to use them except me, and they only ever get used on fabric. That's true, Diane. There's no food involved. I'm going to check my eggs in a minute, Lena K. I'm actually going to take them off and make my pickled eggs. And then we just trim this part here. And now I have 2 sets of petals. 4, 5, 6. Yep. I like lots of vibrant color. Lots of vibrant color. Found out why she can't be seen in the lives. I'll send you the screenshots of what she said to you in Messenger. Okay. All right, I gotta check the eggs. Oh, and then I've gotta make my pickled eggs here. It's really, really getting hot in here. And then when I'm done that, I'm gonna do some more, the rest of me's fine. It's just right here, it's really, really bad, the burn. So I'll be putting aloe vera on it again. Oh, Willow's here now, but can she see? Why can't we see her then? If she figured it out. Why can't we see her if she's figured it out? All right. Oh, give me a minute, folks. Oof. Alrighty. My eggs are going into cold water. I'm unplugging this stupid iron because I don't know how to shut it off. And I'm going to say I'm really glad you joined me. But I have to go around now and put on big fans and open windows and put fans in the front of the house to bring the cool air in because now the sun's over here. Right? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And thanks for spending some time with me. If anybody wants a sheet of hexagons to be mailed to them, please let me know in the comments or email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. Okay? And ask me for a paper template and I will send it to you for you to photocopy and do what you like. All right? Mwah. Take care. God bless.